consider. Hello, I am gay, and I have boobs. Big boobs. Anyways, today, top 5 things I want to see from Goosebumps. House of Moans. I'm sorry, House of Shiver Me Timbers. House of Shivers. If you haven't been aware, that is the new Goosebumps book series that is coming out, September 19th of this year. And so far, it looks somewhat promising, especially with the new book cover revealed. I will do a news recap at the beginning of July if there's anything major that happens, like, you know, TV shows. I'm not going to include, like, casting updates, unless they're like, it's R.L. Stein confirmed to be in a TV show, or anything. But yeah, this will probably be included if any news I mention in this video, like about the book covers and stuff, which there will be. It will be mentioned, because there's some interesting stuff going on. But yeah, it's just basically a little list of the things I want to see from this book series, because so far there's quite a few things that's promising, and I don't know if they're going to deliver on all. But there's a few things I really hope happens, and yeah, let's just see how it turns out, and let's just see, whenever we get more books announced and stuff, if some of these come true. Just from announcements, these can come true, okay? Just saying. Let's get to it. So, number 5. This one was already explicitly said in the description, but I do not know if they're gonna keep that promise. Last Slappy. This may sound like a bad thing, but trust me, it is something we could all use right about now, okay? Okay? First off, it was already revealed that there's probably gonna be not as much Slappy in the series, or none, which is something I don't know if I feel okay with. I mean, they might be offing themselves if they do that, because Slappy's gotta appear, man. At least once, maybe. Unless these villains are as good as they say they are. Not that it's not gonna be part of my top 5, and that's like top 10 at least. But yeah. Slappy. Just don't appear as much, because, I mean, okay guys, we have the new TV show coming out in October, and this is right before that even releases, so, I don't want too much Slappy, because it's basically confirmed at this point, Slappy's gonna be in a TV show. As soon as that first trailer drops, you're probably gonna get some casting updates for, like, voice actors. Avery Jones, please, or Jack Black, I guess. And for any of the other monsters that might appear. But, yeah. If I don't see my beloved Slappy, I will be a little disappointed, but if I see too much of him, I will be very disappointed. Thing is, he's just overused for the past few years, honestly. Can't change my mind about that. Not that it's a bad thing, because we all love Slappy. Most of us, I hope. But, it's just kind of gotten boring just seeing him every time. Every new book. And I think that's what became apparent in Slappy World, because for some reason, we aren't even ending off on a Slappy book. The last Slappy book we got was Slappy Beware, and I thought, maybe we'll get another book for book 20, and apparently that was not apparent, because special edition apparently does count. So, yeah. I kind of wish we got ended with a 20, because they were so close they could have got to that 20 mark. But technically they did with Slappy Beware down there, but, not really at the same time. But either way, if they did go to 20, it would probably be an epic book. Probably maybe ending the Slappy stuff, like Slappy Story or something, or rebirthing it or some shit. Making a new era. But yeah, I can see why they wouldn't want Slappy in the series, and I hope they do pull through with that, or at least not too much with Slappy. So yeah, so far, he doesn't seem to be appearing. So, this one is already happening. Oh no, ugly face. Anyways, this one's already happening, guys. Book cover variety. So, what do I mean by that? Well, it's exactly as it sounds. Different types of book covers. And it's already happened. Okay, so, if you aren't aware, we have gotten 2 book covers so far, 2 books announced. We're just waiting for that 3rd one. And so there's probably going to be 3 next year, total, most likely. Well, you probably will get 4 by the end of the year. Another one, maybe. 4 total announced by the end of this year, and then maybe 5 beginning of next year. But yeah, we already have 2 books revealed, and so far, their covers are very, very different from each other. Very different. Book 1, scariest book ever. Hopefully it is. Wonder what that might be on my list. Wonder where that might be. Two, actually. Anyways, so far, what the cover looks like, it seems like it's the final version. It's the final version. This is how it's gonna be released so far. It has less detailing at the back, and then at the front we have this bat with a whole lot of details, and it looks creepy as shit. Hopefully, it's gonna be just as creepy in the book. But yeah, and I was like, oh man, there's not as much detail as I wish there would be. If it was any of the Tim Jacobus, if Tim Jacobus did this cover, there'd be a lot of detail in the back, but it's just more like solid colors, which is one of the things that disappointed me about the book cover. But the book cover did look intimidating, and I did like the pinks and the greens and the blues mixing together. Everything looked cool. But then when the second cover released, completely changed my mind, because now I'm realizing, hey, this series is gonna have a lot more variety. And this probably is going to come true unless they just keep going back and forth, which I hope they do not. Just keep with this, or at least if you go back and forth, and we're not going to get this type of cover again, just go back and forth, please. We have this cover, which I know I'm pointing. There's nothing on screen, probably. But, Goblin Monday. If you guys have seen the cover, you know what I mean. It looks completely different. I made a whole video about it, and it looks awesome. And this is finalized, I presume. By the looks of it, it is finalized. Which is really shocking, because it looks like a 90s cover. It looks like Tim Jacobus made it. Not like V. Jacobus, because there's some differences, like, not as much finalization. It doesn't look like it's completely finalized, like a Tim Jacobus cover. But that almost makes it looks like a Tim Jacobus cover, because it doesn't look like digital, or, like, very well done. I'm not saying it isn't good, I'm just saying... Sorry, Tim Jacobus, if you got a little offended there. I didn't mean it like that. But yeah, it doesn't look as high detailed, which makes it cool, which makes it creepier. Because we have this goblin, very green, very ooby, very creepy, and he just completely looks like something out of the 90s books. Let me pull out a book here for reference. Yeah, he looks like, just pull out Attack the Mutant. He kind of looks like this. He kind of looks like one of these covers, you know? Well, not as detailed, of course, but, yeah. Very awesome. I mean, don't we all prefer these covers? But yeah, if you go look at it online, you should be able to see what I mean. It is incredible, and it's just a lot different. And this is what I keep hoping we get. More variety in the book covers to keep it less repetitive. Like, Slappy World, all of them are the exact same art style. But yeah, let's move on now. Now we're in the top 3. We have number 3. What? Anyways, number 3. Giant story arc. Like Horrorland. And some Slappy, since all the Slappy stories seem to be connected. But, a giant story arc that, around the last 5 or 6 books, it finally comes to a close. Where it always ends up at, possibly, most likely, the House of Shivers, if they're gonna go that route, because I seriously don't know why it's called that yet. We're gonna have to wait and see. Is there something called the House of Shivers? Is this gonna be like some sort of like creepy shop where people keep getting this weird shit from? Or is it gonna be like some weird store that always appears in every book? Or is it just some mansion that everybody knows about and things are coming from this? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm hoping that there is something like that, whether it's Horrorland-y or not. Like how Horrorland did it, where the place always appears. But they can be like reference, or they can all be coming from that. Every bad thing that's happened to each of these books, like the goblin stuff, could have been caused something by the House of Shivers, or bat stuff, or presumably the bat stuff we see on the first cover, which we still not know anything about Scariest Book Ever, besides it's the first book. If any of you have like a description, please show me, because I do not know what it's about yet. I don't know. We already know exactly what Goblin Monday is about, but we don't know what about. The first book, we don't even know what's about yet. The second, we do. I don't get this. Anyways, yeah, I just hope it's never overarching story where it's not just one book, it's all the books. I really like that Horrorland, and I would not mind seeing it again. Now, from some of you just hearing this one, you might be pissed. You might be excited. But this is my top 2 now. We're getting to the top 2. I wonder what number 1 might be. Anyways, I hope that there are more sequels. And not like, oh, we have, okay, so we have Goblin Monday, right? Let's get Goblin Tuesday. Or Goblin Friday, or Goblin, oh no, what day is it? Goblin Weekend. You never know. Anyways, I'm saying from the old books, because we keep getting these sequels. More recently, we have gotten Monster What Is Back, which is god-awful, can we just all agree on that? Or we got in some of these reference books like 5th grade zombies, because we also have another book about school zombies, or some of the Fear Street books. I think one of them was called I Was a 6th grade zombie. 6th grade? Weird. Or 7th, I don't know. I am 7th. Anyways. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. More sequels to classics. Calling all creeps. Redialing all creeps. You can't scare me. You still can't scare me. One day, okay, we already got that one. Why I'm afraid of bees. Why I'm still afraid of bees. Please no on that one. Or Chicken 2, Pig. Oh wait, we kind of got that with Shivers. Anyways, you got what I'm saying? Just sequels to books that should have gotten sequels but never did, or comebacks, or even remakes. Even like Welcome to Dead House, Welcome Back to Dead. Come on, it's just inevitable that people were gonna want some reboots or remakes or most hopefully likely sequels. But I mean, Welcome to Dead House was gonna get a sequel, but of course, Goosebumps Gold was canceled. It's all over the internet, in case you have not known, Goosebumps Gold. No, I won't even mention that. You guys probably know what that is. But, yeah. Just more sequels for books that never got them. Please! Daddy, please! Number 1. What do you think I'm gonna pick, guys? My nose? No. Well, if you guys were paying attention earlier, I mentioned, I wonder what number 1 might be. Number 2 maybe? No. Let's go back to the description a bit, shall we? Goosebumps House of Shivers is going to be the scariest Goosebumps book series ever. I don't know. I hope Sloppy the Dummy appears in every book. Again, awesome. A great idea. Okay, you guys, the cat's out of the bag. Scarier, please. Exactly what I wanted from Sloppy Roll. Barely got. If anything, we just got the complete opposite. With, like, example. 5th grade zombies. Let's get another example. Attack of the Jack. And then, somewhat recently, Son of Slappy. Worst book ever made. Still top. It's still number 1. But yeah, scarier books, please. This is something they are promising, and the first book is called Scariest Book Ever. What about Goblin Monday? Is it not gonna be scary? Anyways, second scariest book ever. Third scariest book ever. When it gets to like 178, if there's ever gonna be that many. The 178th scariest book ever. Pennywise Return. I don't know, some weird shit. Anyways, I just want to see that. I want to see this come true, because this is something we've all wanted, and everybody's been wanting for years. A scarier Goosebump book. Blood. Gore. Some gore. Just a little bit, some violence. But nothing too crazy like, the ending. I mean, like, punch. Or maybe, ripping your arm off. I don't know. Or, getting your finger almost nearly cut off. I don't know, some creepy shit. Make you, scared. Thank you all for watching. I am Alejandro Henry Joseph. And this has been Goosebumps for Dummies count. Yep. See you.